1, 2, 3. You've seen me wear these in all the videos with Adam and also before the videos with Adam. They're super stretchy. I mean, this is my brand, so I'm gonna say this regardless, but these are actually the best shorts I've ever worn for climbing. It's designed in Oslo. We have an office now and everything is produced in Europe. So we have a chart online where you put in like your height, your weight and your age, and it gives you like the size. So this fabric doesn't only feel good on the body, but it's also very eco-friendly. We're trying to become like a serious clothing brand, try to make the highest quality clothing. We're trying to make not only climbing clothes, but regular clothes too that look really good, that you can be active in, that you can do pretty much anything in. So that's kind of what we're trying to do with Ragna, is to close the gap between climbing clothes or active clothes and just normal clothes. So basically you can go from the office to the climbing gym to the beach. We also have pants that are similar to this. So a lot of new stuff online, and we're gonna keep making stuff. So please check it out. The website is ragna.com. So I feel like lately when I make videos, I kind of just show you the hardest bowlers and I show you like, I don't know, the coolest bowlers, but I think in this video I'm going to try to show you how I train to maintain my shape. I've said this before, I'm not getting any better, but at the same time I don't think I'm getting much worse either. So I kind of want to show you like what I do to just maintain the shape that I'm in. I do very little training. I probably train like 2 times a week or something on average, and the session is like an hour long or something. So I'm gonna try this, the 8A. That's the hardest one right now. It's not the hardest 8A though. There are definitely some harder bowlers in the gym right now that I'm gonna try. I've done all of them before, but I just want to repeat them, and that's usually what I do when I come here to train. I repeat the hardest bowlers, and then I go downstairs and I do like the training that I always do. I'm gonna show you that afterwards. I don't have that much time to train anymore, and that's the main problem right now. So anything that's like quick is good for me. Like wrestling, that one. So many like small adjustments that you have to make. So there's this dyno, the yellow one. That's, I think for me that's the hardest one. I probably tried it like 10-20 times before I could do it. I do think now though that since I've done it a couple of times already, that I'm gonna do it first try. I hope. I don't think this one is 7B, but I also don't think that the 8A is 8A. I think it's a little bit easier. I don't know. It was interesting also to climb in Brno with Adam. I think it's pretty similar to this gym, the grades in Brno. Like at some gyms they're just super hard and some gyms are super easy. And also in some gyms the lower grades are super hard and the higher grades are super easy, and then vice versa. So it's like every gym is a different ecosystem. This is only graded 7B, but for me it's like, that's probably the hardest roller in the gym. one of those problems where if you've done it once, it's okay. I normally use either the Drago or the Fury S, but the Veloz is really nice too. It's a little bit softer, so I feel like it's more comfortable. Also on like toe hooks and heel hooks, it's really good. For like really acrobatic climbing, I really like these shoes actually. That was pretty much all the hard boulders here. We're gonna go downstairs, try slab of the week, and then I'm gonna show you like the training that I always do. Like after the videos with Adam, I just wanted to make better videos. I always feel like I want to make better videos or I don't want to make videos at all. So like today actually I had to really force myself to make this video, because I was like thinking to myself that no one is going to find this interesting. After the collab that I did with Adam, this is going to seem so boring, but I do think that I just need to keep making videos even though they're not getting always better and better, but hopefully it goes like this, you know, it goes up but kind of slowly, I hope. So this boulder is actually pretty good with these shoes because you have to stand on volumes like this, and the rubber is softer on these shoes. So, and actually I still see in the comments people asking why there's no other people in the gym. I've said it many times before, but I guess there are new people on the channel. So the reason is that I'm part owner of this gym. We're also making another gym in Oslo on the west side. It's gonna open in about a year. And I'm also part of opening a gym in Bergen. That's gonna open in like a month from now. And also the LED gym in Bergen, we opened that like a couple of months ago. So yeah, a lot of gyms. Top looks hard too, like, because you have to get up on this, I guess, and then start position is also awkward. The last part was awkward. I do like how creative they are though. When it comes to setting these, it feels like you're gonna lose balance and you're gonna fall. It's like always on that, like you never feel comfortable. This is like a pretty standard session for me. Come in, I try the hardest boulders, I go down, try slab of the week, and then I go to the training room. Before, like a couple of years ago, every video that I made was like first a little bit of climbing, and then slab of the week, and then training. That was pretty much all the videos. So this is like the first exercise that I always do. It's dead hang from 3 to 6 seconds on each hand. I usually start warming up with like a little bit of help on the other hand, but now I feel pretty good, so. And I've said it before, but try to hold like a half crimp, more or less. Sometimes it's a little bit more open, but that's fine. Usually I do it like 4 times on each hand in total. So if it's too easy, if I can hang for 6 seconds, then I add a little bit of weight. And I would say that if you're not able to hang one hand, you could either help with like a pinky on the other hand. So you would do like this, or you could do it with 2 hands. But just find a position where you can hang for between 3 and 6 seconds, and you do it 4 times or something after warming up. Like now it's at the end of the session, but it's also like I haven't done that much, so I don't feel exhausted or anything. And this is pretty much like my average session. Just coming here, not having too much of a plan, just trying the latest bowlers, even repeating bowlers if I've done them already, and then coming down here, maybe make a bowler or something on the spray wall, and then do this, and then some more exercises that I'm gonna show you afterwards. I've said this before, everyone's like so surprised by how long my breaks are, but I do like probably like 4 minutes break or something in between, just so that you're completely rested. I don't have like a stopwatch or anything. I'm just counting in my head. Usually when I count in my head, time goes a little bit quicker, so I count a little bit quicker than I should, but it doesn't really matter. I think I'm gonna try 8 kilos today. So like after the Adam Ondra collaboration, I feel like I'm so much worse at climbing than he is, but when it comes to like pure strength and stuff, I don't feel like I'm that far behind. I don't know, it'd be interesting to see like what makes him the best climber. It's just, there's so many different factors. It's really hard to, I think even for like a scientist, it'd be really hard to figure out exactly what makes him better than everyone else. Every time he gets on the wall, he tries like 100%. I feel kind of lazy when I'm around him. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Front lever position, going back down and going back up. If you're able to do a front lever, it's not going to make you a better climber to be able to hold the front lever for longer. Often people ask me why or what I train for, and I don't really have a good answer. I just train to be stronger, and not only to be stronger at climbing, but just to be generally stronger. I enjoy fitness as well. I enjoy being able to do one arms and all that stuff. So I don't have like any specific climbing goals now, and I don't really think I need to, you know. I find it motivating just to train to become stronger and to kind of get better at some like I'm better at dead hang now than I was while competing, and I think I'm also better at like front lever stuff. So that in itself for me is like motivation to train. So 5 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then I do that like another 3 times. So 4 times in total. And then actually there's one thing that I saw. They call it like the explosive muscle up. Like every muscle up is explosive, but this one is even more explosive. When you're here, you kind of like push a little bit harder. That's hard. Like most of the things that I see on Instagram, it's just like, it's just because it looks good. And I'm guilty of that too. I posted a lot of videos of things that is not necessarily good training, but This actually felt pretty good. I've done a lot of lock-offs on this channel, but I haven't done it in a while. I usually do it with 8 kilos. I try to lock off for between 5 and 10 seconds on each hand, and I do that 4 times in total on each hand. So 8 lock-offs in total. Like 2-minute rest and then do it again. But I think I'm gonna continue on my own. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe, and I will see you next time.